Well, it's already back to school again, and in today's video, I'm going to be explaining to you some of the worst things about the first day of school. Now, first of all, let's talk about the week leading up to that first day of school. It is just, you cannot enjoy that last week of summer. If you have enjoyed the last week of summer, you have more willpower and like just mind stability than me. Because I have never and never ever enjoyed the last week of summer before school started because it's always in the back of your mind that school's starting up and you got to go back to school shopping, which is really just sealing your fate that you actually got to go back to school. In the day before back to school, you're like, no, no, this can't be real. I must be dreaming. But no, unfortunately, it is real, and school is tomorrow. So then, after what feels like forever, and that last day of summer takes forever, which is usually a good thing, but it also gives you a lot of time to think. And you can never sleep the night before the first day of school. Like you gotta wake up at 6:30, and your body has the audacity to fall asleep at like 2:30. So then you wake up hearing that alarm loud as hell. Like, and if you're an iPhone user, I am sorry. I Because I just use a normal alarm clock, like a physical one. But for users, that loud ass alarm clock could wake Sleeping Beauty. But you gotta wake up early for the Great Stare. Everybody has done the Great Stare. I don't care who you are. You're just staring at the wall, contemplating life, kind of you're contemplating every decision that you've ever made that led up to this one moment. And honestly, you're kind of hyped to wear that fire ass fit you laid out the night before. But yeah, the Great Stare is the time to, build up the mental, physical, and social capacity to do this shit for another 9 months. Yeah, then you get your fire ass fit on, you get ready, you eat a good breakfast, but then you're walking to the bus stop or something and it slowly sinks in like, oh shit, I got school. How could I almost forget? And then you get on that smelly ass bus and it's still hot as balls out, so everybody smells like Pepe Le Pew. And if you pull up the school spelling like Pepe Le Pew or Shrek or some shit like that, then you should just drop out. Do us a favor and drop out. But unfortunately for me, I'm in the 8th grade, so we don't really have that choice yet. So we just get all these stinky ass people, all these Discord mods getting on the bus, weighing the bus down and shit. And then there's that speaker kid in the back, and you're like, bro, how do you have this much energy at 7 in the morning? Like you're not even really even awake at 7 in the morning, but then you get to school, and you see your friends, and you're waiting for the day to start. And like it's so bad just waiting for the day to start while you're at school. You're talking with your friends, you're having a good time. It's nice seeing your friends on that first day of school, people you haven't talked to in a couple of months. But then the bell rings and you actually got to go to class. And if you're lucky like me, you'll have all your friends in all your classes. And I got lucky this year, but most years you're not going to get that luck. You're going to have none of your friends in your class. And if you're lucky, you'll have one of your friends in one of your class, and your friends will always be in the other class, and you'll always be in classes with people you don't know. But luckily this year, I kind of lucked out. So then your teacher, you meet your teachers, and they're two faced as hell, saying we're gonna have a lot of fun this year, but then the next day, they're signing out 50 page homework assignment that takes 10 hours to do, and it's due in 9 hours. No, it's due in 2 minutes. But yeah, you meet all your teachers, and if you're lucky, you have friends. And if you're lucky, you have friends in your class, and it's like just an awful time, to be honest. I'm not even gonna say, "Oh, back to school is such a good time." And everybody and all the teachers say, "Enjoy this time while you have it, because school is gonna be the best years of your life." Well, somebody's got to get a lie detector because that shit is a lie. Maybe for some people, school is the best years of your life, but with the way it's going right now, it's not really for me. But if you're in 8th grade like me, you kind of realize that shit, you have to go into high school next year, and shit, I have to worry about graduation this year. In 7th grade, you're all happy-go-lucky, thinking it's your most important year, you goddamn clown. But then you get into 8th grade and realizing, damn, I actually gotta graduate. Like, I missed the 7th grade days. Take me back to 7th grade. And you'll be wanting to go back to 7th grade so bad with some of the ways these teachers act. And yeah, but then finally the lunch bell rings, you eat lunch with all your friends. And if you live in Canada, then you still get to go out for recess even though you're in middle school. And that's because our middle school and our elementary school are mixed. So they just let the middle schoolers go outside with the elementary schoolers, and it's low key chaos. But those recesses are so fun with all your friends and stuff. You're walking around, you're playing football, soccer, basketball. Whatever your cup of tea is. Maybe you're playing rugby or some shit like that. But But then, unfortunately, it comes to an end, and you gotta, do all those shitty icebreakers and stuff. Like icebreakers were came up. The devil made up icebreakers because they are just so awkward. Like I don't know 3 interesting things I did on this summer. This summer, like what did I do this summer? Sit on my ass and play video games and watch TV. Like that's what I did this summer. What else do you want from me? But then finally, after dealing with all these bullshit teachers, having to deal with all these bullshit people, like people who are just mad annoying too, and like you think it's gonna be a good year because for that like first bit of the school day, nobody's really talking, but then everybody starts to show themselves, and then the classes get annoying real quick. But yeah, but then finally, you get home and you take a nap or you do whatever. But low-key, it's such a dopamine rush from completing the first day of school, but then you realize you have the rest of the year to go. And then the second day is good, the third day is trash, and then from there it's just school. And then school's just randomly over in like April or June or one of those months. Then school just randomly ends, and if or you randomly graduate and then you get to go on your grade 8 grad trip, but that's not something I could say I did because I haven't graduated yet. But then the last day, all you can think about all year is that last day of school, but then school's just randomly over pretty quickly. Like the year always goes by so quickly. And honestly, I just wish I enjoyed my 7th grade year more, not having to worry about graduation and stuff. And helping the teachers set up, and having to think about stuff like student government, and not having to set up stuff like the book fair, and not having to do those shitty ass science fair projects. Yeah. Okay, I've had fun in middle school, but it's coming to an end very soon, and I am kind of sad about that. I do want to be back in 7th grade. But yeah, 8th grade's okay, I guess, being an upperclassman and all. But yeah, basically, school is just kind of meh for most of us, except for Jim. Jim is fire. But yeah, that wraps it up for this video. If you like, make sure to like and subscribe. Okay, bye.